Hi guys, and welcome to Al Nassr versus FC Goa. Hope you guys having a nice day. I'm happy chat's back. I was worried for a second chat was not going to be on the stream. There's been lots of YouTube technical glitches in the past couple of days. That's why I was saying some stuff about the streaming and whatnot. But we are good, and the chat is here, which is fine. Hope you guys are having a nice day. And yeah, we're in the Al Nassr away kit. And yeah, we're going to get this game underway. They are wearing the home kit in the stadium, which I wore the other day, so I'm not going to wear dirty clothes, am I? Hope everyone's having a nice day. Michael, welcome. Hi, Timmy. Hi, Kelvin. Hi, Asiri. Yeah, hi, all of you guys. We are also live on Twitch today too, which is great. So yeah, this is an absolute moment. And let's take a look at the lineups for FC Goa versus Al Nassr. So for Al Nassr, Bento is the goalkeeper. We have Sultan as the right back. Kamara and Inhio Martinez are the two centre backs. We have Al Amri as the left back. Interesting, Kamara's playing centre back. That is really strange. Garib is playing right mid. Ali El Hassan is playing CM along with Angelo, and we have Wesley as the left wing. And for the two forwards, Ayman and Moran are playing striker. I do think maybe Ayman will actually be playing left back and Al Amri centre back and Kamara striker. I think it's just a glitch lineup on FC foot mob there. But yeah, W's and hi Super Clips, welcome to the stream. Oh, your Wi-Fi is so painful, the mobile data and home Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know, it's always bad Wi-Fi. Where I live, I'm assuming it's bad for you guys because, you know, yeah, Wi-Fi is just bad. And hi Tiwari, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Hi Moreno. Wait, why am I... Okay. I just started reading out the lineup and introducing them to stream. No, Tiwari is the goalkeeper for Goa. Moreno's the left back. Sangwan is the centre back along with Kopavi. And we have Thangjam as the right back. We have Siverio, Tavaro, Jingan and Sinj as the midfielders. And Herrera and Drazic as the two strikers. Please ignore me introducing players onto the stream. They are not here. Yes. And who should you support, Super Clips? Al Nassr. Support Al Nassr. I'm going to just mute my stupid fish tank as well. There we go. Okay. Okay, that was really noisy. Now I can actually, you know, go and lock in here because, yeah, absolute W's. So, Ronaldo's not in the team today. Of course, he didn't travel, which is fine. Mane's on the bench. Yeah, Felix is on the bench. Koeman's on the bench. Khaibari's on the bench. We have Awad Aman on the bench as well. We haven't seen him in quite a fair bit, actually. Simikin's on the bench too. So we got quite a lot of bench players. Yeah, make sure to smash like, guys. And the kickoff is about to begin here. The referee has signaled kickoff, and we do begin. So it's going to be a kickoff there by Goa, and it's already straight back to Tiwari as the goalkeeper, who's going to send that forward into the midfield, and cleaned up nice and easy by Inigo Martinez, who, by the way, is starting every single game. And Al Nassr is winning. Yes, Al Nassr will win today. I'm very confident. Where is my scarf? I don't know where my Al Nassr scarf is. It's kind of just disappeared. It's going to be Al Amri. Now over to Sultan, who's going to just quickly pass back to Al Amri. And now over to Hassan, who is playing sort of that Brozovic role, playing that, you know, overlapping centre-back CDM-ish position. This is going to be now Inigo Martinez over to Ayman, who, yes, has gone into left-back, and Kamara is going to be playing that forward role. Ayman now with the ball on the left wing, gives a cross. This could be an early chance there, but it is missed. The header does not find Moran. It's now going to be over in the midfield with Hassan trying to get the ball out. Shot taken and just goes wide there. That was a bad shot by Angelo. Not great at all. And hi, Muslim girl. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. W's everyone who is on the stream as well. Appreciate you all. And this is going to be a goal kick now for Goa. Tiwari is going to be taking this one. Yeah, so... you love the videos. Thank you, Asiri. You know, as always, I appreciate the support so much. And hi, CDF. You're on the Twitch chat. W's. Yeah, we're streaming on Twitch today too, guys. I was concerned that chat wasn't going to be working today on YouTube because there's been a lot of technical issues. But yeah, it is working. So I can actually go and remove that message that I put in the description, which is great. Yeah, lovely. Okay, this is going to be now Inigo Martinez. And Do other people message on here? Yeah, sometimes CDF. A lot of people do message on Twitch. You know, a bit of an unexpected stream on there as well, so we don't know how many we'll get on there today. Ayman just passing the ball into Garib. There's a little bit of a fumble, and Goa do win it back, and Jingan has got the ball now. He's going to try and play it over to the left wing where Herrera does state, and Herrera just passes a through ball nice and easy there to Tavora. And it's one back nice and easy there by Ali Al Hassan back to Bento. And Al Nassr is the winner. Yes, exactly. And you'll lag in a series. Maybe just reload your internet, I guess. You know, internet's not the best today for a lot of people. Angelo. And Angelo is going to just play the ball over to Ayman. And Ayman just a nice through ball over back to Garib. And Garib to Inigo Martinez. Hassan with it. And now straight over to Inigo Martinez again. Sultan now into the right wing there where Hassan does stand. Back to Garib. I don't think Nawaf Bushal's playing. Yeah, he's not playing. He's actually on the bench today. And hi, Ron O'Brien. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Where can you watch on your phone? So the place to watch AFC 2 games is BN Sports. That is the official match partner for the AFC. And then, of course, you know, for the league matches, it's Thamanya, which I do watch it on. But yeah, they are the two places you can watch AFC matches and also on league matches. This is now going to be a throw-in for FC Goa. And what is the Nassr starting lineup? Okay, I'll give you guys it again. So Bento is the goalkeeper. We have Sultan right back, Al Amri and Inigo Martinez as the two centre backs. We have Ayman as the left back. We have the midfielders as Garib, Al Hassan. We have Angelo and we have Ayman. And then for the two forwards, Kamara. And then for the two forwards, Moran and Wesley. So yeah, Wesley does return from the Brazilian U20 or 18 World Cup. He returns from a World Cup for underage, which is great. He didn't win it, but he did a pretty good performance in that World Cup. He did score, I believe, as well. And hi, CR7 Ronaldo football. Ronaldo, unfortunately not playing, you know, but we should still get the win without him, you know. Our team's very strong. Goa just trying to hold up the ball in the defense, and it's now going to be over to Moreno. And one inside the box by Wesley, takes a shot, deflected off Kamara, and that's going to be just touched outside by Angelo. I think he loses it. That was not a good play by Angelo. Ayman wins it back. Through ball there to Angelo. Again, there's a shot by Ayman, and that just scrapes past the goalpost, and that is going to be a goal kick for Goa. Tiwari is going to be happy that that one did not go in because that was close. And yeah, it's basically the second line of CDF, exactly. And thank you, Ron O'Brien. Appreciate the message, and also Asiri, yeah. W's GOAT. Dino. I don't know if I can call myself a GOAT, you know, alleged GOAT. This is going to be a goal kick now for Tiwari. Here we go. Tiwari is going to take this one. It looks like that Goa is playing long balls, I think. So what's the story with Goa in their league? So currently, FC Goa, if we take a look at the league standings in the Indian Super League, they do stand at position... Oh... I don't think their league's actually in the foot mob, surprisingly. I'm pretty sure. Because I've just clicked on their profile here and I can't actually see. Well, let me have a look. Indian Super League here. I can actually find it now. Goa is in position 2. They've got 48 points. I think that's from this season. So their league's actually already 24 matches in. Now, I don't know if this is fully updated because sometimes FootMob doesn't have the correct database. But yeah, as it stands, it looks like they're in second in their league. So, you know, not the worst Indian team. They are, you know, a top Indian team actually in second place. Hassan with the ball. And he's going to pass over now to Sultan. Sultan tries to do a lob ball over into the position of Wesley. However, it's going to be intercepted nice and easily there by, I think that was Sagwan. Trying to get a through ball over to Herrera. Herrera just holding the ball up in the box. Now to Severio. And Severio back into the middle of the park to Tavora. And Severio now might give a cross. It's a very low-driven cross. That wasn't a great one. And it's now going to be Angelo. And it's raining. Oh, I can't actually see it. Is it actually raining? Kamara's on a chance here. Yeah, if it's raining, then it might be a little bit difficult for some of our players because I know we don't perform the best in the water most of the time, unfortunately. Yeah, we do sometimes fumble quite a lot in the water. And which players to watch on FC Goa? Well, I'm guessing Herrera is going to be one to watch. He's from Spain, Borja Herrera. He's 32. Clubs he's played in do include the likes of a lot of Indian Super League teams, and he was from La Palma, and he also did play a little bit in Andorra. Almost lost my voice there. Yeah, he played in Andorra for a little bit. Other players to look out for, if we just quickly take a look at some of the players on their team, they've got 4 Spanish players, FC Goa. They've got 1 Serbian, and then the rest of their team are from, national country, India. And Al Nassr or FC Goa. For me, Al Nassr, this is the team I support. Al Nassr all the time. And hi, Panchetos69. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. Al Nassr plus 1.5 goals first time. I would assume they would score more than 1 goal in this match. I've got to be for real. Our away form hasn't been the best, but I do think that we'll get more than 1 here. It's going to be a cross by Garib going into the box, and it to absolutely no one. That was a bad corner. That was not great. I think especially if we sub on Yao, we sub on Koeman, we should get the job pretty easily done here, though. I do think this team that we're playing right now does play pretty well. We saw them play in the King's Cup against Jeddah, this similar lineup here. And we did get, a solid win there. We haven't actually lost the game this season so far, just including the preseason friendlies, because we don't include those. It's now going to be Wesley, now back to Hassan, now over into the midfield here, where it's going to be with Angelo. And Angelo's fouled. It's going to be a free kick. That is definitely a foul there by number 26 for FC Goa, who is named Herrera. Yes, that is Herrera. Yeah, that's a foul, 100%. And here we go. It's going to be quickly played. Hassan with the ball now. Real Madrid versus Juventus, a good match. Yes, I know. I will be maybe 2 minutes late to Real Madrid versus Juventus, unfortunately, due to my football training. I'll try and get there on time as quick as possible. But yeah, I do think that will be a phenomenal match to watch. And I think that there's going to be a lot of quality in that match. I think Real Madrid get it done. I think Juventus, are going to have a hard time to beat us, especially since they're not a park the bus team. So, we'll go pretty attacking against them. But yeah, definitely, I do think that Real Madrid will get the match sorted. Probably 3-1 if I had to predict a scoreline. And Hassan now over to Sultan. This could be a good cross opportunity for Al Nassr. Just now to Angelo. Let's see if Angelo can get the cross going in. That's a deep cross. Angelo does not actually find anyone. I think he was trying to find Kamara there. And Nijo Martinez does mop up Ayman with the ball. And that's going to be a throw in here for Al Nassr. And here we go. Where will Ayman throw this? And appreciate it, Siri. Again, appreciate it. Thank you so much for your, your support. W's, Asiri. Angelo might take the shot here. He does. And there's a goal for Al Nassr. And it's 1-0 already. Angelo scored. And there goes the, immediate goal. 1-0 in the 9th minute. About to be 10th minute. Let's put that on the score sheet right now. Yeah, absolute W's there. So here we go. Angelo in the 10th minute. Goal 10. And it's an assist by, I'm pretty sure Garib assist this one. I'm pretty sure that was the case there. But yeah, W's Angelo getting that goal there. So, and like you from Saudi Arabia and Turkey, thank you. I appreciate that. Saudi is basically my second home. I love Saudi. So yeah, vamos Nassr, vamos Angelo for scoring. It says minute 11, it's minute 10. I don't know why they said minute 11 there. That's kind of strange. And let's go. We take an early goal and we take, some good away form because, our away form hasn't actually been the best in AFC 2, is because we're playing sort of a weaker team most of the time. But I do think that we can't really be losing games like this. So, yeah, I see us winning a lot of these. I'm also just going to move Twitch chat so I can actually see it and don't have to look down on it. Yeah, Garib got that assist too, guys. So that is 1-0 for Al Nassr. And yeah, let's see if Goal will take this kickoff here. And let's see how the first half does shape up to be. I do think it'll be a high-scoring first half. I think it'll be 3-0 for the first half. Second half, I do think maybe Goa can score a goal, especially from a set piece. Though, we haven't really conceded many goals this season. I think we've conceded maximum 2 goals this season. So, if we get, I think 5-0 full time, I'll be happy with that. Anil Martinez, good defending there, nice and easy, and Hassan's going to clean this up and just place the ball down the field to where Kamara is. He's going to hold up the ball nicely, and Kamara is fouled. That should be a free kick for Al Nassr. The referee just ignores that, and it's going to be a throw-in now for FC Goa. And you say 4-0 Assyri. I mean, it probably could. It could be 4-0. I'm being optimistic and hoping a 5-0 up, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see. And hi, Indu. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. W's. Okay, so a little bit of a shove battle between Kamara and one of the FC Goa centre-backs. I think it was Kopovi. It's now going to be with Garib, just holding the ball up. Garib, I think, always performs in AFC, man. He's so good. And a little bit of a deflection there. Tiwari is going to grab the ball from the deflection shot. And hi, Cristiano. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Goal will be humiliated. I mean, you know, I won't say humiliated because they are, you know, a team that is respectable. I don't want to feel bad for the Goa fans because I know a lot of their fans are in the chat and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely, I think we'll get 5-0. You know, I think we'll get 5 or 6-0 here in this game. Just saw goal. Al Nassr, how was that goal? Yeah, that goal was phenomenal. Angelo, nice shot, bottom right corner. He doesn't really even try. He sort of just slots it in the bottom right. It's a very simple finish. And yeah, that's an early opening goal that Al Nassr does need to, you know, conform this away form that hasn't been the best. It's not been the best away form. It's been mediocre away form. Our home and, you know, away in the SPL's been good, but AFC away has not been good at all. So yeah, we need to start getting some early goals in these games. And Sultan now back to Hassan. Or Jesus is really clever. Yeah, exactly. I know he's super clever. And hi, Fazliz. Do I say Fazli Zakaria? I think that's how you say your name. Sorry if I said it wrong. Welcome to the stream. Sue! We take a Sue. And also, I should really be getting Cristiano's statue out here. Please. There we go. Cristiano's now next to the mic. Maybe if I just move my pad over here. There we go. Sue! We should be really getting maybe a second goal by the 20th. I think it'll be 2-0 by the 20th. And Twitch has way better emojis than YouTube. I do agree, CDF. I think Twitch has got a phenomenal set of emojis. Though, you know, we're building them up on YouTube with the memberships and stuff, you know. He's keeping Mane, Yao Felix, Coman in substitutes, so if they get pressure, he'll put them in. Exactly. As always, for the, you know, the games where I think we can play this sort of B team, if we end up, you know, somehow conceding or getting, you know, a lot of pressure onto us, we just sub on those 3 and then it's instantly, you know, finished. Which is a W's. And when we get to knockout, will CR7 play? I think so. I think in the knockouts he will play. But in the group stage, there's no need for him to play at all. There's no real need for him to play in the tournament at all, to be honest, because, you know, it's a simple tournament. It's AFC 2, basically like the Europa League of the AFC. And, you know, the quality in the AFC is not up to, like, the AFC Champions Elite. I think that's good, you know, decent quality there, but the AFC 2 is sort of a big drop off in terms of it's like a hill, you go straight down. But I think that with more time, the teams in this sort of these 2 competitions will develop. I think it needs a lot of time, and then once we get there to that point, then I think then you'll see players like Cristiano's level in the future, you know, not when Cristiano's playing, but in the future they'll play in there. And yes, go ahead, Muslim girl, ask a question away. And today you don't want to watch the match? Okay, fair enough. And you really want Man United versus Al Nassr? That would be cool to see, you know, because I think that I would have loved to see Man United versus Al Nassr when Ten Hag was in charge, just so Al Nassr could embarrass them. But I really do want to see just a friendly match between both, because I think Ruben Amorim's a very likable manager. You know, he's friends with Ronaldo as well. And I think that it would be a good match to just be a neutral in and watch. And a Muslim girl, I do not really answer political questions in the chat. However, I will say, you know where I live. I live in Saudi, so you can kind of get my feel on the feel on the jib. But I do try and not answer political questions. You know, we like to keep it friendly. Hassan with the ball. Now over to Sultan. It's going to be a deep cross. And now back to... No, it's all good. You can see where I live, okay? Like, I live in Saudi, so let's just, you know... This is not the best Champions League. Yeah, AFC Elite's the best one, of course. This one's, you know, the level down, so we got to develop both leagues of the Champions League for it to become a really competitive competition. And that all starts with, SPL becoming a very strong league. And then the other leagues should follow suit in the Middle East region, and then eventually the rest of the Asia region, I think, as well. Kamara there with a good shot. It's deflected away. It's going to be a corner for Al Nassr. I do expect us to get a corner goal this game. I don't know why. I think Inigo Martinez or Kamara could get one in with the header. And this is going to be now a corner here for Al Nassr. Garib is going to take this one. And when I get the Ballon d'Or, Vro, first of all, welcome RC Marsing to the stream. Hope you're doing good. And second of all, yeah, Ballon d'Or. I got this. My brother actually got this as a gift. So I don't actually know where I got it from, to be honest. But yeah, it's a gift. And it's going to be, my specialty. I'll sit with it, actually, because I like it. It's like a little commemorative ball. And hi, Ron. Stream idea. Storytelling with viewers. W's. And welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Okay. Al-Amri's now going to just pass back here to Sultan. Yeah, to Sultan. Okay, it's now going to be over with Garib. Let's see what they'll do here. They just do a nice through ball pass there. It's going to be held up in play by Maran. He tries to get a pass over that. It looked like a foul. That was a very strong tackle. And hi, MC Shovel. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. It's now going to be over into the wing. Sultan's going to give a cross in, trying to find Maran or Kamara. Unsuccessful there. Angelo now with it, and that's going to be a free kick for FC Goa. Absolute fake. That was a foul. That was not a foul at all. Yeah, complete dive there. Let's have a look. So Moran's first of all absolutely destroyed in the box with that tackle. Sultan's cross is not optimum. I don't know where they're actually pulling this foul out from. And you got to go to Specsavers in a minute to get your new glow-in-the-dark glasses. Wow, Ron, that is lucky. I've never had glasses before. Like, I did actually have glasses once for about 2 weeks. But I didn't actually need them because, optometrist is an absolute dummy. Thought I needed glasses, man. I've got like the best vision of all time. I can read a sign from like 200 meters away in small text. But yeah, I've never had glow-in-the-dark glasses before. I've never even heard that concept before, so that's pretty cool. Maran now losing the ball. It's going to be in FC Goa's midfield. Jingun now over to Sinj. And Sinj is going to play it to Thangjam. Thangjam just losing the ball to Garib, and it's going to be instantly played over to Hassan. And Hassan's just going to hold up the ball, play it now over to the right side of the field where Sultan is. And Sultan might go for a through ball. No, he's just going to play it back to Al Hassan. And hi, Father of CR7 Haters. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Goat is not coming to your country. Saddened you so much. Yeah, I know. Unfortunate that Cristiano's not coming. I had high hopes for him to come, to India because I know a lot of Indian fans do support Al Nassr, and a lot of, Indian CR7 fans were so happy to hear that Al Nassr was going to play FC Goa. But yeah, unfortunately, did not happen. I'm sure it'll happen in the future, especially if FC Goa do get through in the group. I think 2 can qualify in the group. Yeah, if Goa do manage to get some points here and manage to get second in the group here against Zahra or Istiklal, I think it will be them in the round of 16. Then they have to probably win that, and then they could possibly see Ronaldo playing in the knockout stages. But that's going to be a difficulty at the moment because currently if the scoreline stays as 1-0 for Al Nassr and a win for Al Nassr, they would have lost 3 games in the group, which is not great. Yeah, and your socks don't fit. Okay, Ron. Lovely fun fact there. And hi, CDF, you changed back to YT. No probs, I was told that YouTube chat wasn't working today. I had, live chat unavailable. I like all this pop-up stuff. But yeah, I guess it works, I guess YouTube don't know what the heck they're doing with their, configurations and servers and whatever. Next time we'll just have to wait and see whenever we stream. If the chat works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, We always got Twitch now, and especially since I'm going to start streaming more on Twitch. Shout out to Twitch chat if you're there. Spam W's. But yeah, this is a cooling break, by the way. And where is Ronaldo? Ronaldo is not playing in today's game. Fadhi, welcome to stream, by the way. He does not travel for the AFC group stage games, which means he will not play in any AFC 2 group stage game because he is conserving for the World Cup. But yeah, he's in spirit here through this statue. I've got this statue of him in spirit of him. Unfortunately, he didn't actually come to India, though. Again, as I said before, a lot of Indian fans of CR7 and a lot of people were hoping that he would come to the stadium. At least you guys get to see Mane, yeah, Felix, Coleman, all those types of guys, because they're all W's as well. It's hot where the match is. They have a cooling break. Yeah, I do think it's actually hot there. It must be a lot of humidity. That's what I presume. I don't know if it's going to be hot. They're sweating a ton. But yeah, it does look like there's going to be a lot of humidity in this match. And yeah, this is going to be now a corner for Al Nassr again. This is their 4th corner of the match here. Could get a goal as well. Garib's going to take. Here we go. Garib's going to send this ball in. It's a deep ball, headed clear, just touched outside the box by Ayman. He might give another cross, and it's going to be caught nice and easy by the GOA goalkeeper. Let's read this comment here. Half of the population of India is the CR7 fans, so please tell Ronaldo to come visit India. Yes, if I ever meet Ronaldo, I'll tell him to visit India, First, we have to meet Ronaldo, so smash subscribe if you want me to ever meet Ronaldo. I do know where his house is. I'm not going to stalk him, but I do know where it is. And I know of places that live, people that live near his house. So, yeah, maybe it could happen. Garib to Hassan. And Hassan's now going to play the ball over to Sultan. And Sultan's now going to just quickly tap this over to Wesley. Wesley now back to Ali Al Hassan. Now to Angelo. I'm surprised Angelo didn't actually get a Brazil call-up. I thought he would be, possibly used as a substitute. I think he's decent, definitely in that midfield role. Because I feel like, I don't know why, Brazil's midfield is lacking. And I think that Angelo really would provide some number in the midfield because he's playing midfield lately for Al Nassr. He was originally a winger, but I think he does better in midfield. Sultan gives a deep cross. That's a header by Kamara. Just off target. It might be Maran. It was actually Maran who got the touch there. He's unlucky to not head that one in. Man, that was close to a goal for Al Nassr. Maran is looking disappointed in himself there. I mean, it can't get any closer. Just over the bar. It could have been 2-0, but yeah. Our cross capacity is going great today, Sultan's really putting them pinpoint into the box, which is an absolute W, by the way. Well done, Sultan. Yeah, Maran is not happy about that not going in. Okay, here we go. It's now going to be a goal kick for Tuari. He's just going to take this down the field here. And it's going to be touched by Inigo Martinez all the way back to Bento. Surprised the match is actually very early today as well. It's like 4:45 p.m. I'm assuming it's like 6 p.m. or so in India. 6:45, I would assume, when the match started. But yeah, I'm actually very surprised that it's this early Saudi time. This is now going to be with Angelo. Ayman. Now, missed touch there. It's going to be controlled up in the box by Singe, and it's now going to be a through ball going in. Bento's going to just collect that nice and easy there. Good job, Bento. Always doing a number in the AFC 2 matches. We love to see it. Borja almost got to the end of that one, but luckily, yeah, Bento was there first. Hassan now with the ball to Angelo. Now back to Inigo Martinez. Now to Ayman. And Ayman's just going to hold up the ball, play it over to Angelo now. Now back to Hassan. And Hassan's now going to pass over to Angelo. Again, little 1-2s. And it's now over to Sultan. And Sultan's now going to hold it. And it's now Inigo Martinez. Inigo Martinez now over to Garib. And Garib is just going to try and find a pass through to anyone. He doesn't do so. He just back to Inigo Martinez again. He might go for a long ball here. I would say that's an optimum choice. No, just straight passing at the back. And hi, Jin Snoo. Welcome to the stream. There is no link. It's a official match, so you have to watch off BN Sports to watch the match, or Thamanya, the official broadcasting partners. But yes, hope you're having a nice day regardless. This is now going to be Al Amri. Al Amri. Now over to Sultan. And now it's going to be Al Hassan. Come on, let's see what Hassan does. The Garib's open there. I don't know why he didn't just do a through ball to Garib. That was kind of stupid there. It's now going to be with Ayman. Now Angelo. Angelo might take a through ball. That was a good through ball to Ayman. There's a shot, and it's controlled by Kamara in the box. Kamara holding it up. He's got 4 guys on him. Takes the shot. It's a goal for Kamara. What a goal, man. That is 2-0. And don't read your comment. Okay, I won't, Indu. Okay, that is 2-0 there. And yeah, that is now going to be a goal for Kamara. And goal in the, what minute? I think that was like the 26th minute right there. Assist by Garib again. I think Garib gets another assist here. Phenomenal work by Garib, man. He's always finding the passes. Kamara at all the proper principle there for holding up the ball as a striker, turning around, finding the pass into the back of the net. Same goal as Gyökeres's goal yesterday, by the way. It was basically identical. Yeah, I mean, that is phenomenal work by Kamara there in his first goal for Al Nassr. I do believe so. And also, I'll just have to remove your comment there, Indu. I know you wrote it, but I just have to remove that because I can't promote, stuff like that, You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is now going to be a ball for Goa to take. So can I just quickly make it so that, yeah. Okay, there we go. I was just trying to get the FootMobs thing refreshed to see if I could see who assisted that goal. And I do believe that was Garib that got the assist there. Doesn't say, but I do believe so. And it will feel like beating Inter Miami. I know this is going to be the same feeling as that game. I do believe, I agree with you there, Cristiano. It's going to be, 6-0. This is going to be Hassan. Hassan now holding up the ball. There's a little bit of a tug there. It's going to go straight out, though. I do think Hassan just dribbles out, and that is going to be a throw-in for FC Goa. And now it's going to be a throw-in here for FC Goa. I think Moreno's taken this one. Yes, he just quickly throws it there to Hassan, intercept. Now it's going to be Wesley. Wesley, good skills, just holding up the ball. He kind of just completely loses it there. Wesley, that was very bad from you, actually. The skill initially was fine, and then you just completely fumbled. And Garib with the double assist. I know, Garib going like crazy, man. I really do think that Garib just shows so much quality in the AFC games, and I wouldn't be surprised if he comes on as a sub in the future for us for the main games, because he's getting back into form, and I always really liked Garib. I think he was a very phenomenal player. Good defense there by Al Amri to come back, and Sultan as well. Sultan with the clearance, the flying header clearance, and then he does a second clearance there, just not out of the box. I think that is tapped away by Hassan, though, and it's now going to be out for a throw-in here for Al Nassr. And why we weren't put in AFC, so silly. I know. I don't know why we're not in AFC. I know why we're not there, because, we didn't get the place. But I feel like that our team should have just been there anyway. I mean, what an actual joke that we have to play in AFC 2, against... I think it's a great experience for these teams, but, for our quality, we shouldn't really be. Indian youths are playing in European teams, and European players are playing in Indian leagues. I know. It shows the development of the Indian youth system. I think this is good for the country overall. If they can actually start stringing together a couple of, European spot players into their national team, this could really boost their confidence of getting into World Cup in the future, especially if the teams do extend in the 2030 World Cup to allow for more people to go on them. It's good having the second team. It will push them to play good, to break into league game subs. Exactly. Yeah, I do believe that's a positive. I think, technically we should be playing the elite one because, that's the quality we do possess, and we should be winning a major trophy like such. No thanks to Duran, by the way. But yeah, I do believe so that this also helps out with the second team here. It really allows them to stay fit, continue playing, and it also enables them really to just show that they have quality to be in the first team. If there was Ronaldo, he must have a hat-trick. Yeah, if Ronaldo was playing right now, he would have a hat-trick in this game for sure. I'm sure about it. And Neil Martinez now back to Hassan. I do believe Kamara might actually score 2 goals today. I think Garib's going to be player of the match as per usual. Garib is just such a phenomenal player. Again, I could argue him starting or coming on as a sub for sure. But yeah, definitely he is so phenomenal. Ayman now to Neil Martinez again. Martinez always starting games as well. If you haven't noticed, he is that guy that is needed at the back. He's critical. He's like the most important player on our team, I'm pretty sure. In terms of, Ronaldo, you could argue is the most important, but I do believe that it's actually Neil Martinez in terms of that. He without him, our defense is lost. And we saw that last season, without him, the defense does not command, and defense is what wins you games as well as the attack, And I think, our attack's phenomenal with Cristiano, but we concede such silly goals sometimes. So that's why I think our defense is pinnacle. And Inigo Martinez being there every game for us as a solid backline defender, commander, is what we need. And but Indian national team players who plays in the Indian League, suck in the matches. I mean, it just takes time to develop. I'm sure that the project for the Indian national team will take a little bit more than just maybe 10, 20 years until they have a solid team of players that are playing in Europe, And that's the same with Saudi League as well, Eventually, Saudi players, like we saw Saud Abdul Hamid, we might see Nawaf Al-Akidi eventually, Ayman maybe, some of these players going to a European team just to start developing the national team experience outside the Saudi League. Now, I know there used to be a rule where the Saudi League players, the best ones stayed in the Saudi League to promote the players in Saudi to play in their own league. But I do think that it's eventually going to change, like we saw with Saud Abdul Hamid. He's very phenomenal, and he plays for RC Lens now. He's a starter. He didn't have a good time in Roma, but yeah, he got sold to Lens, and I think he'll have a great time there because they do appreciate him a little bit more. By the way, that Angelo goal was phenomenal as well. And Al Nassr playing with FC Goa is just like the match of Big Show versus Rey Mysterio in wrestling. And sure, if Ronaldo came here to play, he'll score a hat-trick. And you liked the video? Thank you so much, RC Marsing. I appreciate that so much. And, yeah, I do agree. Similar events here where, Al Nassr is just the absolute brute that's coming in and just one punching all of these teams in the AFC too, because that's what we do. We show this type of dedication and commitment in the AFC 2 games. And you're excited to see Al Hilal versus Al Nassr match? Yeah, I do believe that that's going to be such an exciting match to watch, as well as the El Clasico this weekend, by the way. Make sure to subscribe for that. But yeah, that match is going to be a big one, especially if Al Nassr want to stay as the league leaders, which I do believe. If we have a look at our league games, right? So Al Hilal play Al Ittihad as their next game. So if Al Ittihad do win that game against Hilal, that just gives us a little bit more boost against having that point gap. A draw would be optimum. A draw would be optimum there. If then we need to make sure Qadsiya lose their games. Yeah, we need to beat Qadsiya. That's the most important currently. I think we don't have to worry about Hilal at the moment. We need to beat Qadsiya. We need to beat Ittihad on the October 28th for the Kings Cup to secure the round of 16. We need to ensure that we beat Khalij as well. I think they're a very, dominant side this season. And then also, I think that Al Ahly is a big one for us because we haven't really won to them in a while. I think we don't do great against Al Ahly. And Al Nassr is unbeatable this season. I know that's thanks to Jorge Jesus and the subs, the players he's brought in. He is just next level. He might have mastered the Saudi League, honestly. With the wins he's got in the Saudi League, with that, achievement that he got with Al Hilal. I never used to like him when he was in Al Hilal. I respected him, but I didn't like him. When he's in Nassr, he's my favorite coach. Now, one of my favorites. He literally just has so much experience, and man, he just has changed this team for the better. And you can see that he saw what Louis Castro was going to be. If Louis Castro got a couple more years, that's what Louis Castro is going to end up being, where, Louis Castro played the similar mindset of attacking games. We saw these types of scores with Louis Castro, but it was just unfortunate that we didn't have a goalkeeper. We didn't have a centre-back. We didn't have a midfielder. Now we got all those players plus more. I really think that, we will dominate, with the same attacking mentality. Pioli was an absolute error in the system, by the way. He was atrocious for us. Not the right fit at all. And the error of dribbling and scoring is gone, I know. The era of playing it as a team is now, here. Neil Martinez, nice clearance away. I think he was trying to get Ayman to collect that ball, but, they weren't on the same wavelength there, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's just going to be a throw-in for FC Goa now. FC Goa are playing very attacking, too. They are playing basically everyone at the front, and there's got 2 defenders, which is interesting. They do really want to get a goal somehow. It's going to be a throw by Moreno. He instantly plays it. Now it's going to be back into the defense for Kabovi. Now over to Siverio. Now a through ball there. That was a nice through ball to Herrera. He's going to hold up the ball, tries to get a cross off, and it's going to be absolutely pocketed by Al Amri there. Nice defense. Pioli was the worst. I know Pioli was the absolute worst coach ever. Bring back Duran. I think, honestly, this might be controversial. I don't know. I personally didn't like Duran. I think he was an absolute lazy guy. I really think that he absolutely fumbled us last season. But I think if Duran came back under Jorge Jesus, he would do good. And maybe starting as a sub, I think he would do good under Jorge Jesus, really. I mean, we could sell him and buy a midfielder, that's for sure, because he's still on loan. He's got a 5-year contract with us as well, so it's not like he's going to be coming back and then leaving after a year. He's got a 5-year contract. So, yeah, I do think that Duran would be able to do good if he just didn't play in the Pioli mindset, you know. If he played under the, you know, Jorge Jesus mindset, I think he would work really well and had that little bit more discipline in him that I think Jose Mourinho might have instilled a little bit more. But that's just my personal opinion. I think that Duran would do, you know, all right. He wouldn't be better than João Felix, for example, but you see what happened with João Felix here. As soon as he joined Jorge Jesus, that is a shot by Wesley outside the box. Almost goes into the goal there, but unlucky there from Wesley. Tiwari is going to be taking a goal kick. You can see Wesley and Duran sort of have a similar mindset, but you can see how Wesley's mindset's changed. He doesn't really, he's not as much of a ball hog anymore as he's been getting more disciplined. He's been not playing games. He needs to start passing more as a team. You know, here he's still showing a little bit of ball hog mentality, but it's much less than what he used to be. And I really think that Duran, if he had the same discipline instilled into him, he could be a phenomenal player for us. You know, coming off the bench or starting alongside João Felix and Ronaldo. I mean, that could be such a good duo. João Felix left wing, Duran, you know, striker, Ronaldo, AM, Mane, right wing. You know, it really could work like that. Especially with Ronaldo lately been playing AM. I think he's very good at playmaking for us, Ronaldo. He sets up a lot of good balls. In the last couple of games, he's been striker, but in some of the other ones before, he was playmaking a lot. Wesley, good cross there. It's just going to be cleared away. Your mobile internet just absolutely died for a few seconds. Oh, unfortunate there. Malcolm, Leonardo, Mitrovic was good under Jorge Jesus. Yeah, and I think Duran plays more like a Leonardo. João Felix plays more like a Malcolm, and Ronaldo's like a Mitrovic. And I think that could really work with this team. But, you know, even still, if we take a look at the current team, we have Malcolm, which is sort of like a Mane. We have Leonardo, sort of like I think Leonardo's more of a João Felix in this instance. And then, Mitrovic would be still CR7. So, yeah, we got that. I do believe so that, yeah, Duran with some time could improve, genuinely. Hassan. And welcome back, Asiri. Hassan's just going to play now over to Ayman. And Ayman now just passing the ball to Wesley. Wesley did a little bit of a dud shot there, just holding it up now over to Hassan again. I want to see Garib get a goal here. I actually really want Garib to get a goal. I think he'll, you know, he has earned a goal in this game. Garib now with the ball. He's going to pass back to Al-Amri. And Jesus had Halal fitness at peak. That's why they scored so many late goals plus ref assistance. Yeah, they did have the referee in that season, Halal. But, you know, also, I think Jorge Jesus had such a good discipline on them. You know, his discipline was phenomenal. If you didn't perform, you were dropped. That's what it was. And that's a long ranger from, I don't even know who took that long ranger. Al-Amri just shooting from, you know, absolutely nowhere. Tried to do a Militao. Just doesn't go in. Just scrapes past the post again. It's going to be another goal kick for Goa. I mean, you know, we're not going to lose this game, so it's fine to take chances like that. I'm sure that the players are going to be happy with those. Jorge Jesus, I don't think he will be too happy. You know, he's the type of coach to say, play properly, you know, stop messing around, stop being a baby during the games and playing like a, you know, just doing nothing. And if Bruno joined Al Nassr, Yao has to change his position. Yeah, I do believe that Bruno joining Al Nassr would be good, but not good at the same time. I think we need a CDM. I don't think we need Bruno's position because I think that Bruno maybe joining another SPL team, I'm fine with him joining because I wanted the league to strengthen more. I think Bruno coming here would be great. But I think that we need a DM more so than anything. We need someone who naturally plays more defensively in the midfield because I think that's what works. I also think that maybe we need a fullback of the international capabilities. For example, if we got Dalit, I think that would be good if we got Dalit because, you know, he would maybe have a redemption arc like João Felix as well. There's a shot from Goa they've scored. Goa's actually scored here. What the heck are we doing? There is no way, man. They actually scored against us. And Neil Martinez is really annoyed there. What was that defense? That is atrocious defending. I can't believe we conceded. I think that is far offside, by the way. This might count as an offside. Bento, no chance in saving that. I do think this is offside. Let's just hope that this is given offside. What the heck, man? I can't believe that. You know, if we're under pressure, just bring on Yao Felix, Coman, Mane. Let's be for real, though. So, it looks like that they've actually scored here, Goa, and it's going to be a goal that stands. I can't believe that. We've actually conceded. Wow. I mean, you know, I did say they might score a goal in this game. At the start, I said it would be 5-1. So, you know, we could see that 5-0 or 5-1. I said, yeah, the goal actually stands here. I cannot believe that. One shot, one goal. Well done, Goa. I gotta say, Drazic assist, and that was a goal by, who was that goal by? Doesn't even say who it was. But yeah, someone scored. No, I'm not going to put them up on the score sheet. That's for Al Nassr players only. It's going to be a throw-in now for Moreno. Okay, let's see what he does with the ball. Just throws it over. Intercept nice and easy there by Maran. It's now going to be over to Hassan. Controlled by Al Amri. Iniel Martinez is just holding it up. And it was Bryson Fernandes. Okay. Is that who scored, you're saying, Indu? Oh, yeah, Fernandes, yeah. Yeah, Fernandes scored. It says it on the foot mob now. It wasn't updating before. Okay, well, fair enough. You know, W's go off actually getting a goal here. I didn't expect them to, but, you know, I did have them as game one, but I didn't expect them to. In reality, I thought I'd just give them that as, like, a kind thing. But, man, we got locking in defending on these AFC 2 games, man. What is that? We also got Simican on the bench, too. We could always just bring him on at halftime. I do think we need Yao Felix on the field here. Yao Felix is the type of game-changing player. Okay, it's going to be another cooling break? I don't know. Is this a cooling break or is this an injury? I think Ayman's injured here. Yeah, Ayman's on the floor. And in India, you know there's no VAR. I see there's no VAR in this game. Well, I don't know if it was offside or not. It was too hard to tell. The camera angle was pretty poor. But yeah, there's no VAR, so I guess there'll be no checks at all. Is there Brozovic? No, Brozovic did not come with Ronaldo. They're the only two players that did not travel to the game here, Brozovic and Cristiano. So yeah, the rest of the players did indeed come, but yeah, those two did not. Well done, Bryson Fernandes, man. Actually scored. Well done. The Goa fans look happy about that. 2-1 at halftime. I mean, we still got 2 goals. We still have a chance to continue playing on here. Some of the Goa Ultras are wearing Arsenal shirts as well. I don't know what the chances of that are, but wow. Kamara is not looking too happy. Don't think Jorge Jesus is going to be happy about the halftime performance. Is there Simican? Yes, Simican is on the bench. So the bench players we can bring on at halftime would be Simican, I think Yao Felix, Coman, Mane, Haibari. We got a young Saudi player. We got Awad Aman. You know, if you guys can remember him last season, he made a couple of cameo appearances. 20 years old, come from the youth academy. I think he's got a lot of potential. So yeah, Aman could be coming on here. We also got Najdi. Who else we got? Sharari. I think he's also pretty... Oh, he's 29, but we did actually buy him at the start of this season. So, you know, maybe you can start getting some game time in and not be injured all the time. We also got Nawaf Bushal on the bench. I think Bushal would be a sub for Sultan. I think that will bring Simican on for Al Amri. We will bring on Mane for Wesley, Yao Felix for Maran, and we'll also bring on Coman for Kamara, maybe. That might be the play here. Still, we can just capitulate in defense from one attempt. I know it's always the same thing. And no, we shouldn't bring them on. Just stick with the seconds and young blood to give proper match time. Yeah, I do agree that they need some match time. But if it comes down to it where we're suddenly under a lot of pressure to concede another, I think bring them on, just absolutely wipe them now. Chance here for Goa. It's saved by Bento. It's going to be offside, though, by the referee. That was definitely offside there. I don't know why they continue to play for Moreno. Moreno's everywhere on the field, man. He's literally every position. He's actually in left back, right back, striker, CM. What is this guy doing? He's like running around the field just with the ball. And do we need to win this? I think a draw's okay. A win's fine, but I just want to keep the win streak. So a win, you know, is necessary in terms of keeping the win streak. And I hope we don't, you know, we'll get some bad press or whatever saying, oh, we drew to this team or whatever, we lost to this team. That is a foul. That is going to be a free kick here for Al Nassr. Also, yellow card coming out, I think, for Kopovi. After watching Al Nassr matches, you don't feel pressure. Yeah, I know. The previous matches, even though we've conceded in them, I just feel like we're always going to win. I don't know why. I think Jorge Jesus just gives that feeling in you. There's definitely a foul on Moran. Just no ball at all. Kicks out the back of his leg. Possibly could have been a red card. You know, VAR did check on that. That's yellow, though. I do believe so. Has the ref given the yellow? He doesn't even give... What? He didn't even give a card. What the heck is this ref talking about? That is high yellow, almost a red. Bro didn't even hit the ball. Just kicked the back of his leg there. Gareeb's going to take this free kick here. Here we go. Come on, Gareeb. Send it in, my guy. You can get a goal from this free kick, man. I believe in Gareeb. Angelo's also lining up for this one. I believe in Gareeb. W's Gareeb in the chat. Here we go. Gareeb sends it. It hits the wall. That was actually a strong free kick. It hits the wall the second time for the rebound. Wow, that was a very good free kick. Just hit the wall, unfortunately, there. And Nijo Martinez now over to, I think that is Wesley. Yeah, Wesley's just holding the ball up. He's going to play it now deep to Sultan. We've got about 2 minutes of additional time remaining. Good cross by Sultan. Just cleared out. It's now with Angelo. He might get a goal from this. No, he's going to play it over to Ayman. Ayman's now going to hold it up. We won't draw. Usually the bigger clubs have the bench rotations and better conditioning to outperform the later the match goes. Yeah, exactly. Hassan with a long ranger, and that is going to be saved out for a corner for Al Nassr. Here we go. We can get a corner goal. Come on, I feel confident. This is what, our 6th corner of the game. We can get one here. Yeah, we'll come back. I know. We'll come back. We never lose games this season so far. I'm not going to jinx it, though. I hope we have an unbeaten season this season. That would be such a cool achievement to have, you know, under our belt, that we watched the unbeaten season. All the games live on YouTube. I actually had to delete one live watch along because there was something about one of the... there was a stupid YouTube policy thing that I had to delete it on because of Dynamite's appearing on whatever. They've got this new stupid policy. Only one, which is unfortunate. But yeah, we got the rest catalogued, which is good. But yeah, that is a long ranger. That is defended by Tiwari. I don't know who even shot that. Al Umri got that one, I think, on the belt there for a whip. Jeez, I don't know why we're hitting these long ranges with so much ferocity, but yeah, we almost scored it again. And your stupid laggy internet, you swear internet gets worse over the years. Yeah, I do agree. Bento now just going to collect the ball here for free. About 5 seconds left of additional time before the halftime is called. And there we go. The referee calls halftime. That is all for the first half here, guys. I'm going to take a halftime break, and I'll see you guys in the second half. Sue's in the chat, please. Sue's, use the Sue emoji. Use the Al Nassr emoji because we love to see it as well. Look at that Al Nassr emoji and the Sue emoji. Absolute goated emojis. And I'll see you guys in the second half. W's in the chat. Let's go. Sue. Welcome back, guys, to the second half here. The second half is about to start. W's YouTube, W's Twitch. Hope you guys are all doing good. Here we go. So the second half is about to start any second now. So we take a dub here, I predict. The players are in the tunnel and they're about to walk out, which is great. And yeah, let's go. CR7 here as per usual, watching with us. So, I should get my Nassr scarf. I actually should. I'm going to get my Nassr scarf. I actually know exactly where it is. So, yeah, we're good. And then we can start. Hey, I got my Nassr scarf. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Love to see it. And show the match screen. Abhi, welcome to stream first of all. Second of all, I cannot. That is breach of copyright. You have to watch on BN Sports or Thamanya. If I showed the match screen, I would be permanently banned from Twitch and YouTube. So, you know, let's not do that. But yeah, as it states on the title, this is a match reaction, you know, watch along, which is a W's. So yeah, hopefully we do get a win here though, back onto the actual match. And where should you watch? BN Sports or Thamanya are the two ways to watch. I watch Thamanya for the league games, BN Sports for AFC Champions League 2. So that is where you can watch. Of course, Thamanya I think is only in Saudi, which is where I live. So, you know, I don't know if maybe you can't watch on there, but BN Sports you can for sure. And W's, yes, smash a like and smash subscribe on YouTube. Exactly, W's. And the match is about to start in 10 seconds. And we'd love to see, you know, Al Nassr scarf, which is very... How do I... Okay, there we go. Actually got it the right way now. Nassr forever. You know, love to see it. So, Nassr forever. You support GOA. Okay, I see W's, you know. If you support GOA, you know. They're actually doing a good match so far, making it 2-1, which is cool. But yeah, the match is available on BN Sports. I don't know where else. If you're supporting GOA, I assume you might be from India. I don't know. I don't want to assume things. But if you are, I'm not too sure what Indian TV channels there would be available for the match. But yeah. And let's go. The match has gone underway here, and we're starting the second half timer, and it's going to be with Inigo Martinez. No subs for the second half have occurred just yet, which is good. And this is now going to be over with, I think that is Drazic, who's just passing back straight away to Jingan, and it's now over to a throw-in for Inigo Martinez. And it's going to be quickly taken. So it's now Inigo Martinez passing over to Al Amri. W's, now Sultan. Let's go. I know exactly. So, let's go. Let's hope we get a good second half here at least. Sultan now back over to Al Hassan and now to Inigo Martinez. And it's going to be a long ball going to try and find Wesley on the right-hand side. And Wesley might do a little bit of a dud cross, which he is going to do. Dud. He is fouled a little bit maybe. That is some good defense from Sagwan. However, yeah, I do think that is going to be a throw-in for Goa. Wow, he actually did good defense there, Sagwan. Well done. And, hi, it's me, Lucifer. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. And W everyone. Yeah, W's everyone as well. Appreciate you all. So yeah, here we go. It's going to be now a throw-in for Moreno. W's goal. Yeah, well done, Goa, actually getting a goal here. I did not expect, you know, I haven't watched Goa before, so this is the first time ever, genuinely, that I've seen their gameplay, and their gameplay is actually pretty good, not going to lie. Inigo Martinez, and he's got the ball now. And he's going to do a lovely through ball there to find Maran. I think that must be just played on there. I do think Maran sort of dove a little bit there. And it's now going to be over with Ayman on a foot chase with Thangjam. And Ayman does win that foot chase straight back to Inigo Martinez. And that's going to be now to, I think, is it just me? Is Kaibari on now? Kaibari might actually be subbed on, I think. Yeah, I do believe Kaibari's on now for Al Hassan. That might be the case. And you're the second best fan. That's not good. Please, your first fan. I mean, I don't pick the crowns. If you're doing out the crown, the series, I don't actually pick them. I don't know how YouTube picks the crown fans. So, you know, I'm not the one that picks it, which is, you know, I have no idea how it works. There's going to be Kamara and Maran pressuring. It's going to be one back into the defense by Kapovi, who just sends it forward. Sultan now just cleaning up that mess. And it's now going to be over with Wesley and W speed. W speed, okay. Hassan, Kamara, Maran, And now it's going to be back with Tavora. Now to Sungwon. And now straight back to Al Amri. Sent. Yeah, Kaibari's actually on here as well, I've just noticed. So let's see who that is subbed for Kaibari. Maybe it was... Is it Angelo? It picks by how much you watch. Okay, I see. I did not know that. I think Angelo might be off here. Doesn't have Kaibari as listed as on, but that is interesting, man. Or Jesus doing that sub. I think there needs to be a bit more midfield rotation and, you know, play out from the midfield. So I can understand that sub occurring. Yeah, it is Angelo off. Okay, this is going to be Al Amri pressing forward. He does a very good press here. Al Amri trying to get the ball inside the box. That was very good play from the defender, but it does manage to be a throw in here. Good clearance from Jingun, who is now playing in that centre-back role. Just clears the ball away from Kamara and Al Amri. It's going to be a throw, quickly taken, and it's going to be instantly deflected off one of the Goa players back to Sultan. Now throw in again. Sultan now back to Kaibari. And I'm almost at 6k subs. Maybe someone today will become 6,000. I know. We're almost at 6k. So everyone make sure to sub up on YouTube if you haven't already. Appreciate every single sub. And yeah, we're almost close to 6k. We do all the live watch alongs. So Al Nassr, Real Madrid, stuff like that, you know. And gaming streams, anything really. Garib, Maran. Now back into Ayman, Hassan, Kaibari. Now over to Sultan. Sultan straight over to Wesley. And you didn't miss much, Asiri. You didn't miss much. Just that Goa. Did you see Goa scored? I don't know if you were there when they scored. And clearance by Al Amri away from Goa. You haven't watched in a while. You're going crazy over Stray Kids and making YT shorts. Fair enough, you know. Stray Kids, W's. You know, it has been a while since I last saw you. But it's all good. Drazic was on the run there before. But yeah, was absolutely cleaned up by Al Amri. It's going to be thrown for Goa. Or, sorry, a goal kick, should I say. Let's see what Tiwari does with the goal kick here. 50th minute. We are entering now as well. So that means we have about 30 more minutes to make a big impact here. And then we have 40 more minutes to make a big impact. I can't believe I just did 50 plus 30 equals 90. That is terrible maths there. L maths from Dino. But yeah. 40 more impacts, 40 more minutes to make an impact, and then some additional time. Al Amri. Okay, and this is going to be now over to Khaibari. And Khaibari just gives a long ball over to try and find the path of Sultan there, but it's going to go out. It's headed clear by Sungwon, and it's going to be a throw in here for Al Nassr, quickly taken by Sultan as well. He's probably going to just throw it. Yeah, he throws it deep. Straight back to Khaibari, and it's now going to be with Al Amri, back to Al Khaibari. Now with Garib, 1-2s there. Khaibari just trying to pass it over into Ayman, just straight out. That was not a good pass from Khaibari at all. Don't know what he was doing. Okay, and okay, yeah, that's a... I'm sorry, man. I don't know why you're instantly coming on the attack here, but I wouldn't have timed you out. I won't time you out if you're not going to just write bad messages. You know, I don't know why you're writing bad messages here. Okay, this is going to be Khaibari trying to press. Straight back into the defense here for Bento. Bento now over to Al Amri. I'll give you another chance here, Bayud. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Just, you don't have to write bad messages and you won't be, you know, timed out. This is now going to be Hassan. Whoa, that is a very dangerous slide tackle by one of the FC Goa players on Hassan. I don't know if that's going to be a yellow card. Yeah, the referee hasn't actually given a yellow card here. And it's just going to be a play on. Oh, it might have actually been pretty clean, but yeah, let's have a look at that again. So yeah, I do think that does... I think he touches it first there. Tayoras. I think that's who goes... Or Thangjam, sorry. Thangjam runs in and gets that slide tackle on pretty early. And yeah, well done. That was a good slide tackle. Ayman. Dribble to Kamara. And hi, Leo EAFC. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Messi loves FCB. Okay. W's, I guess. You know, personally a Cristiano fan, but, you know, no hate to Messi fans, as I always say. You know, respect both GOATs. That's what we do. Anil Martinez to Khaibari. And now it's going to be over to Sultan. Wesley. And you're watching another game. Fair enough, Asiri. Al Amri. Khaibari. Come on, let's try and get... Can we get a goal early on here? I'd love to see a goal coming soon. But, you know, we'll have to probably just wait to this. Al Nassr is the best W's. Yeah, W's Al Nassr. And you're supporting Al Nassr because of Inigo. Yeah, fair enough, you know. Inigo Martinez, I think, is phenomenal for Barcelona. I thought that when Al Nassr got on, I was like, how in the world do we pull him off? You know, how do we get that guy? But, yeah, I think he's such a good addition to our defense. And as I said, he's a critical start for every game, you know. So big respect for Barcelona giving us Inigo Martinez. Thank you so much, Barcelona. That's one thing I'll thank Barca on because, you know, Inigo Martinez is so good. He's actually got the ball right now as well. And high around the world, Neymar is the best. I mean, fair enough. You know, that's definitely your opinion. Personally, again, as I said, Cristiano's my favorite, but I will take everyone's opinion into, you know, I don't really mind what your opinion is. Neymar's next level as well in terms of skills and plays. I mean, we'll never see another player in terms of skill quality like Neymar. And next target is Lewandowski to Al Nassr. I mean, that would be pretty crazy if we got Lewandowski as well. That would be surreal. You know, personally, I would take a midfielder from Barca, though, if I had to pick one. Probably a midfielder, because we do need a midfielder. But, yeah. And this is going to be now over to Al Amri. Little one-touch there from Al Amri to Garib. Just messing it up in the end, though. And Goa is going to just intercept, though. Another good D from some Ali Al Hassan and also from Al Khaibari. Next target, Pedri. I mean, if we got Pedri, I don't know how we would pull off Pedri, but that would be phenomenal if we got him. And yeah, W's Cristiano, exactly. W's both the GOATs. You know, Neymar as well, the king. The prince. Pele's the king, I would say. Wesley's going to pass back now into the defense where we now have El Amri. Now over to Khaibari. That was a bad touch from Khaibari. It's now going to be cleaned up by Inigo. And Inigo's now got the ball. And Inigo Martinez just passing it now quickly over to Al Hassan. Now to Ayman. Back to Hassan. I do think that our midfield's much stronger with Khaibari in the midfield, though. I'd love to see our Felix coming on soon, maybe in the 60th minute. I think he'll spice up the attack a little bit more. And hi, Rukia. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Link share. You have to watch the stream. You know, have to watch the match off BN Sports or another official channel. You know, there is no link for a match here. You have to go and watch it off BN Sports, Thamanya, DAZN. Those are the places where you can go watch it. And Neymar with CR7 attitude and determination would have been top 3. He probably would have actually been, you know, maybe a top 2 arguably as well, you could say. You know, top 3, top 2 with that sort of attitude, you know, wanting to play every time and wanting to do the best and not getting injured as much. I think injury is also a big impact on Neymar as well. You know, we need Rodri. If we got Rodri. Personally, to be honest, this is controversial. I don't really like Rodri, to be honest, but I will say, you know, if we got a midfielder of his quality in our team, you know, fair enough, as long as he doesn't get injured all the time. I was looking at Ederson maybe to come to Al Nassr. You know, there was Casemiro shouts, Ederson shouts. I think we just need someone that's young, can sprint, come back and defend. I don't think Casemiro possesses that quality, but Ederson does for sure. Also maybe getting Dalot as a right back, you know, to link up with João Felix and Ronaldo. I think that'll be a very good link up there. And it's going to be now back into the defense here. Inigo Martinez now over to Al Amri. And Al Amri is going to hold up the ball, just try and do a through ball there. And also, let's read your comment here, Leo. Pedri, Lewandowski, Messi, Vitinha, Nuno Mendes, Hakimi, Van Dijk, Salah to Al Nassr. I mean, if we got all those players, the team's finished. We're winning the league. We're winning Champions Leagues with that. And no problem around the world for reading your comment. No problem. I try and read every comment on this channel. That's what I do. Sir Dino, please request the head coach of Al Nassr to substitute and allow the great players like Mane, Coman, João Felix to play. Okay, I will try and do such. You know, I don't have your Jorge Jesus' number specifically, but, you know, I'm sure Jorge Jesus will make the sub at like the 65th. He usually brings these guys on for these games, you know. And Barcelona is your favorite club. Fair enough. You know, I know the El Clasico's coming up. I'm sure some of you guys that support Barca, I'm going to be happy I support Real, but, you know, peace, okay? I accept everyone on the streams, you know. I don't criticize you based on what club you support, okay? Except for Atletico Madrid. If you support Atletico Madrid, then that's the only club I dislike with genuine hatred. But, yeah, we need Vinny. We don't need an attacker, though. I think we need midfielders and defenders. Maybe, you know, like a fullback and a midfielder. I think our attack's pretty fine with Mane, Yao, Felix, Coman, stuff like that, because we just got them. There's a dive from Goa. It's going to be played on. It's now going to be in the defense for Sangwan. And it's now going to be over to Brinson Fernandez. And he just loses the ball. Khaibari mopping it up. Okay, it's now going to be Hassan. Now over to Garib. And Garib just trying to play it through over to Wesley. Wesley doing a couple of step overs. Might take the shot. It's very just, Wesley, why are you ball hogging, bro? Can you just get rid of the ball? I don't know why Wesley does that, man. I don't know why, but he just is an absolute ball hog. Good defense from Inigo Martinez. At least we got you to rely on, Mr. Inigo. Now it's going to be Hassan cleaning up. Back to Martinez. It's going to be held up by him. He might do a lob ball forward through the stadium, which he does do. Straight into the path of Sultan. Amazing, phenomenal first touch there from Sultan. He's going to cut in, probably provide a cross. He does a nice meg chop. Gets through, but is going to be cleaned up in the end by Kapovi. It's now going to be just sent away, and a throw-in for Al Nassr is one. Or Jesus does not look happy so far about the gameplay in the second half. And Vardiol is good. Yeah, Vardiol would be good to get. And double substitution. It's going to be Inigo Martinez coming off. What? Inigo Martinez coming off? No. Simic, why is... Okay, we're keeping Al Amri on, but we're taking off Inigo Martinez. Okay, sure. Simican's coming off. Coming on. Al Hassan's coming off. And we got another defender coming on. Mashari. Mashari is a new defender that we bought at the start of the season. Not many games played. I can't believe that Inigo Martinez has been coming on. And, oh, Mashari's Bushal? Why has he changed the... Okay, why has Bushal got a different name on the back of his shirt, man? What is that? Okay, I don't know why Nawaf Bushal's got some random name on the back of his shirt. Maybe that's his actual name, and I'm just being, you know, critical. But, yeah, I thought he was the other new player that we got who has a similar name. But, no, it's Bushal, which is good. So, yeah, Bushal's on now for, I can't remember who he got subbed on for, Hassan. And hi, Lurax, welcome to stream, hope you're doing good. And hi, Grim, you are not escaping this time. Okay. CR7 win the World Cup final 2026? I hope so, you know. I hope that both GOATs in the end finish up with a World Cup. Simican. Now over to Al Amri. Man, I can't believe that Inigo Martinez was subbed off. That's actually crazy. Call from Jorge Jesus. I know, you know, Simican can deal with the back line as well, but I thought Inigo was basically just, you know, someone that's so optimally needed at the back for the, you know, offside traps. We saw it last season at Barcelona. You see it this season now at Al Nassr. How many offside traps this guy sets? It's just continually. And, I mean, that is surprising. Bushal's playing left back as well here. Ayman's now playing in the midfield, which is good. Ayman, one touch with Garib. And, yes, hi, Lurax. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Okay, this is going to be now with Khaibari. Good little switch of play there. Trying to find Sultan. Unsuccessful. And it's going to be back with Al Amri. Hashtag cancel Monday. Okay, I don't know what the cancel culture for Monday is about, but sure, Grim, sure. Bushal, now back to Ayman. I actually really thought that when I saw Bushal's shirt coming on, I couldn't see his face. And I was like, is that a new guy? I thought he was a new signing, but yeah, I guess not. I guess Bushal's just changed the back of his shirt name now. Don't know why. Okay, this is going to be Ayman. And hi, VJ, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Where can you watch? You can watch on BN Sports, the official broadcaster for the AFC Champions League and the Champions League 2. And, you know, for other Al Nassr games. I don't think this game's on Thamanya because I'm not watching it on there. Obviously, on BN Sports, I'm watching it. You can watch on Thamanya, DAZN, stuff like that. It's going to be a corner for Al Nassr. Kamara has done it. Got the corner there. And no problem, VJ. Always trying to help you guys. Jingum was the one that did get the deflection off there to win that corner for Al Nassr. Real Madrid versus Juventus match is crazy. You're going to watch it with me? Yes, Asiri. Yes, I'll be there watching that match. Hopefully, we'll be on time to it too because my training ends at 9:30. I'll try and leave early at 9:20, so I should be back by 10 and ready for the stream. Deep cross going in by Garib. Just going to be sent away. It's now Bushal touching it back to Garib. This could be another cross, though. I do believe that was offside. Yeah, it's offside. Bushal shouldn't have one-touched that back. He should have waited, held up the ball a little bit longer. Wait till Garib comes onside and then pass it through. That would be more optimum, I think. And sorry for missing yesterday's stream. No problem, Lurax. It's all good. You don't have to come to every stream. You know, just glad you're here now. Okay, it's going to be thrown now for, of course, the guy that's around the entire field, basically. Moreno, he's playing every position. He's taking a throw in now on the right-hand side. Started off the game as a left back, started playing right wing, and now he's playing centre back. We got every position. The guy, yeah, man, what a guy. This is now going to be over to Sangwan. He's just holding up the ball, now passing over to Fernandez. Fernandez trying to skill through. He gets past one. Wesley's just going to hold up the ball and loses it immediately. It's going to be cleaned up by Singe. Now over to Sangwan again. And it's going to be held up once again by, I think that was Fernandez. Now over with Maran. Back to Kaibari. Gives a lofted ball to Kamara. Kamara trying to get this. I think it was offside regardless. Yeah, that is offside. And you also missed the stream too. You're not feeling well and you have a headache. No problems, Lurax. You know, if you got a headache and you're not feeling well, get some rest. Please get some rest. It's for your own good. Yeah, that was offside for sure. They're just showing it here on the replay. I mean, there's a touch by the defender, so I don't know why they've actually called that one. I don't understand that, really. Is what it is, I guess. He was interfering. That you can argue that's offside. Brinson Fernandez just has a little bit of an injury on the floor here, so he's being treated by the medics for FC Goa. And we will probably see Yao Felix come on soon. I would argue he would come on for Maran. I mean, it has to happen pretty soon. There's no way that we go up to the 70th minute without Yao Felix coming on. Brinson Fernandez, by the way, phenomenal gameplay there to get through all of those players. He definitely did not get too injured there. I think he just must have pulled his own leg. And don't worry, you're watching you from your TV. Yes, my big head. Thank you. W's Lurax, you know. Okay, there's going to be a substitute, and we do see Yao Felix coming on here, which is great. So, first of all, double substitute for Goa. It's going to be Tavora and Undanta coming off, and it looks like replacing them will be two new players, which we'll see any second here as well. Maran is also coming off for Yao Felix, and the two players coming on for FC Goa, Ayush and Rabi. So, they're the substitutes that are occurring. Kamara's also come off here. I would assume Coleman's coming on. I do believe Coleman has to come on here as well, right? A lot of subs are actually happening at the moment as well. There's actually some more subs coming on for Goa. So it's going to be a quadruple substitution here, I think. The Singe has come off here as well. And I also think number 15 has come off too, Tavora. Al Nassr subs listed Kamara, Moran, Mane, and Yao Felix. So Mane's on. Okay. Coleman's not on. Mane's on. Bye, Lurax. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Exactly, W's. Okay, here we go. So, Yao Felix is playing right wing. Mane's playing striker. We'll see how we get this one going on now. Come on. We can get some goals with Yao Felix and Mane, please, surely. Surely we get some goals. Okay, this is going to be now over into the right side. Herrera just trying to find a through ball there. And it's going to be mopped up by Bushal. Good skill from Garib. He's trying to get through the defense there. It's now with Fernandez. Good through pass. That was offside, but Bento does save. And it's going to be continued play, though I do think they are going to call this back for an offside free kick. And high lockdown. Lurax saying bye to himself. Yeah, I know. Lurax does that all the time. Yeah, that was very far offside from these guys Goa. I don't know why that was such an offside pass and that was allowed to continue play for a little bit as well. Yeah, Boris was the one offside there. Simikin now over into the midfield where Iman's now playing CDM, which is good. You know, Iman the most versatile player, I'd argue, on our team. Just plays every position, basically. Now it's going to be back with Iman. Now to Garib, who's playing that central midfield role. Yao Felix is skilling pass, getting to Wesley. Yeah, Yao Felix skills are phenomenal. Now it's going to be over to Iman again. Mane asking for the pass there. He gets a chip past Iman to try and find Yao Felix. This is going to be cleaned up by the keeper, Tuwari. Lurax is crazy. Yeah. Okay, Tuwari just grabs this ball. He's going to waste a little bit of time and then probably just distribute this away. There we go. Just quickly distributes it. It's going to be back into the defense. Bento's going to mop that one up. Bento now to Sultan. And Sultan might try and pass this over to Iman. Garib's open. He's going to pass instead, though, Iman to Simikin. That was a very loose pass there. That was kind of tight. Bashal just holds it up. Bashal back to Simikin. And Simikin back now to Khaibari. Iman. Yeah, Kaibara is basically playing centre-back. I don't think he's playing, you know, in the middle of the park anymore. And now over to Wesley. Wesley just holding it. Trying to find Yao Felix. Unsuccessful again. Wesley needs to come off for Coman, I'd argue. I think Wesley's not been performing again this game. Just doing his classic ball hog the ball. Okay, Simikin trying to win this challenge. He does. Absolutely pockets Drazic. And it's now going to be Simikin to Al Amri. And Al Amri's going to hold this one up. Now to Kaibari. Kaibari over to Yao Felix. Through ball there, trying to find Wesley, and it goes straight out. It's going to be thrown now for FC Goa. I don't know what Wesley was doing there. He wasn't really focusing at all. How to get XP? Again, I have no idea how. How to do the crowns or XP thing, I don't know. I've never seen the feature before. This is like the first time I've seen the feature. You know, when I started streaming, I've never seen it outside my channel, so that's why. And hi, Javid. Welcome to the stream. Where are you watching the match? On BN Sports, the official broadcaster. You know, since I live in Saudi, I watch BN Sports, Thamanya for Al Nassr matches since they are my team. And yeah, I mean, you can watch on BN Sports. That's where all the AFC games are played. I show speed to Al Nassr. Here we go. Imagine speed plays for Al Nassr in one game, like just at the end of the season. Say we've won the league, unbeaten season. They just sub on speed for like 10 minutes at the end to play with Ronaldo. And that would be phenomenal if that ever happened. Man, what a run, by the way, by, who is that? I think it was Sangjam, just trying to get through there. He passes the ball straight to number 77, who's Rabi. And then Rabi almost gets through. Chance on goal, but he's defended nicely there. Simikin. Simikin back to Kaibari. Now to Al Amri. And Al Amri's going to hold up the ball, trying to find a through ball to Mane. Unsuccessful. Now it's going to be back with Al Amri. Now to Sultan. I'm surprised Sultan hasn't come off yet either. I would argue the subs we still need to make is Najdi coming on, and I also think that Coman comes on. So Coman for Wesley and Najdi for Sultan. Play Nawaf Bushal right back, and then play Najdi left back. This is now going to be Garib. Cuts through, absolutely sends one of the Goa players to the ground. That's a good one-touch ball by Yao Felix. And this looks to be a penalty possibly in the box here for Al Nassr. Garib gets absolutely smashed in the face by Jingan. I think this is a pen. This has to be a penalty for Al Nassr. There is no way we don't get one here. Yeah, let's just have a look at that again. Yao Felix, and then, yeah, absolutely smashed in the face there, Garib. I show speed to Como. To Como? Yeah, that is definitely a penalty for Garib, I think. I don't know if the ref's going to give it. Again, no VAR in this game. But yeah, I do believe that this should be a penalty here. They're probably just going to give a corner, let me guess. Just going to be a corner throw-in. Yeah, it's going to be. And where are you from? You're from India. W's India, first of all. And second of all, I'm from originally Australia, but I've been living in Saudi 9 years. Hence why I support Al Nassr. You know, I got the Al Nassr scarf. Got all the kits. You know, and they're my team. So that's who I support, Al Nassr and Real Madrid. Okay, this is going to be now a corner for... I think Yao Felix has taken this. Also possibly a sub coming on for Al Nassr, maybe? Is Coman coming on? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if Coman's coming on or not. A lot of Al Nassr tops in the crowd there as well. Love to see the away support. We'd love to see it. Okay, so I don't think there's a sub here. I think they were just telling the medics to get off the field. So, yeah, Yao Felix is going to take this corner. Mane a target. Simikin a target. Yao sends it in. It's a low one, and it's just going to be cleared away pretty easily there. And Bushal taps it out. It's going to be throw-in now for FC Goa. Man, if we don't get another goal here, I'm actually going to be embarrassed because we should have been winning this game pretty easily. But the goal was put up a great fight. No offense to the Goal fans and players as well. I mean, they've actually put up a really good fight here, and I'm surprised by how good they are. So, you know, W's to FC Goa. You know, really just done a number on Al Nassr here, making it a challenge to get a win. And, you know, that's what we love to see. We love to see a challenge. Sultan. Sultan gives a long ball over to Mane. That was a good long ball there. Mane's now going in the box. Tries to get past one. He does. Just going to play it back to Yao Felix, who's playing on that left side a little bit. It's now going to be over to Nawaf Bushal. Now over to Wesley. Yao Felix more central now. Garib. Now back to Bushal. Simikin. Kaibari. Now over to Garib again. Garib back to Khaibari. And Khaibari's going to hold it up. Plays it over to Garib again. Now it's going to be with Sultan back. Little one touches there. And this is what I like about Al Nassr now. They're much more fluid. Much more fluid than when we saw under the Pioli era. You can see it even with the substitute players. You know, the players that don't start every game for us. Nice one-touch passing. You know, it's very good. Wesley does not keep that ball in. That goes straight out. Not a good touch from Wesley at all. That was not great. Okay, it's going to be now a throw-in here for FC Goa. Here we go. Al Nassr scarf's in the crowd too. Don't have this scarf though, the premium one. One that you can only get by the Ultras. This Ultra scarf is actually W's, by the way. It's such a phenomenal scarf. One of my favorite pieces of football merchandise. Simakan to Al Amri. Welcome back, Muslim girl, as well. Al Amri now over to Sultan. Back to Garib. He's just going to hold up the ball. Plays it straight through to Sultan there. Sultan might get a good cross going on. That was not great. It's going to be a corner, but that was not great cross. That should be much better. Nice little push around the player. He shouldn't have gone straight into him. It's not good. Should have seen better from that. Good defense from Bryson Fernandez. Yeah, it's going to be a corner. Here we go. Yeah, Garib's going to take the right side corner. So we could see an in-swinger. Yao Felix probably a target because Yao Felix is actually pretty tall. Doesn't score many headers, but he's pretty tall. So we can see him as definitely an option. Garib sends it in. That's a little bit of a tussle in the box, but it gets cleared out somehow. No one touches it. That was a good ball by Garib. That was amazing. And now it's going to be Rahi on a run here. It's going to be cleaned up by Nawaf Bushal, and that's going to be straight back to Khaibari. Khaibari now going to just pass it through there to Ayman. And hi, AR. You haven't thought you will stream this match. I stream every Al Nassr match, AR, you know. Stream every Al Nassr match. Why would I not stream this one? You know, Ayman. Straight to Khaibari. Mane. Little touch there. Straight now going to pass over to Garib. And Garib just going to hold the ball up. He might try and play it in. I don't know. He's going to play it and try and find Mane there. A little bit of a touch there. Khaibari. Now over to Nawaf Bushal. Even your fish are watching this game. I know. They're all standing there staring at me as well. And yeah, I mean, interesting game. I've got to say, a lot of action in this one. Much better than before. By the way, FC Goa is an Indian team. Yes, I do know. I'm aware. And hi, Vasco. Wow, you're back after a long time. Jeez, it's been like a month. Hope you're doing good, or 2 months, actually. Al Amri is going to pass straight back to Bento. Simakan. And Simakan playing it through over to Garib. And that's going to be straight out there. That ball was not great at all. It's going to be a throw-in now for Al Nassr. It was deflected off, I'm pretty sure. Wesley, you got a job. Okay, I see the censored J word. Then I should come to India. I mean, probably I'll try in the future, you know. I definitely don't have funds now to come to, you know, different countries. But, you know, if we get enough subscribers, maybe I will in the future. Let Yao Felix cook. I know Yao's going to get a goal here. I feel it. He gets a goal basically every game. You know, I would be surprised if he didn't get one here as well. There's a dive from one of the FC Goa players. I'm pretty sure that was a very clear dive. Nawaf Bushal defended that nicely. Yeah, that was Rabi doing a big dive there. Sultan. Now back to Khaibari. Now to Mane. And hi, random returner. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Pepsi. Okay. I swear every time you come on the stream, you just say like some random sentence or something. Okay, this is going to be over with Wesley. Again, Wesley not still on the field. I don't know how this guy's still on the field. I don't think he should be. Please sub off for Coman. That would be much better. Garib. Garib's just going to hold it up. Maybe play to Sultan. I don't know. He's just going to instead play it over straight to Ayman. Now it goes to Sultan. Sultan to Mane. Good chop from Mane. Ayman takes a shot. That was an atrocious shot from Ayman there. I don't know what he was doing. Should have played it through instead. He's saying blah, 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 shoot, because he's annoyed with himself that he did all the one-touch work and then he just does an atrocious shot there. Should have been much stronger. it's a left footer. It was not, I didn't have quality. Should have passed it maybe to Yao or Garib instead. Garib is actually very open there. Should have really passed to him. And anyway, how long has it been? 2 months. Yes, it's been like 2 months, Vasco, man. I can't believe you're back. You know, I thought you were gone for good. Yeah, Iman is still disappointed. I think there's going to be a water break here. I do see Coleman coming on for maybe the last 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. A little bit of water going on to some of the players' feet as well. Definitely very humid there. I can tell just how much, you know, moisture there is on these players. It's not definitely heat where you're playing. It's like hot. I think it's definitely moist because, you know, Saudi's for sure hotter. It's just the fact that, yeah, it's very moist. Hard to play in humidity. Jorge Jesus just giving some tactical commands. You can see as well, Jorge Jesus is very hot as well. And he's not even running. You left because you're busy playing game. I mean, yeah, fair enough. No problems, Vasco. You know, you don't have to, you know, say an excuse for yourself. It's all good. You don't have to, you're not obliged to be on the streams. But yeah, FC Goa having a little bit of a team talk here as well. Al Nassr having a bit of a team talk. I swear I've seen the Goa manager before. Is that just me? I swear I've seen him before as a manager for one of the SPL clubs. Let me take a look here at their team. Squad. Who is their manager? Marquez. He's managed Espanyol, but he's actually managed La Palma as well. No wonder he likes Spanish players. He's been managing mostly in La Liga and La Liga too. So that's interesting. Yeah, they actually got a good quality manager here, FC Goa. Wow. And anyway, you didn't actually expect you to remember you. I remember everyone on the channel, basically, Vasco. You know, my brain has a catalogue of everyone. You know, I try not to forget people. I'm not like a, you know, if someone joins my channel and I genuinely talk with them, have a good conversation, then I won't forget them, you know. Have a good, you know, talk, been on a couple of streams. You know, they're definitely a channel permanent addition to my mind, should I say. Okay, this is going to be a goal kick now for Tiwari. 80th minute we have just entered as well, or at least in 10 seconds. And that means that we will see possibly a substitution for Coleman, who, again, I really want to see Coleman on the field instead of Wesley. Please get Wesley off. Man of the match for me, Garib, hands down. Garib's been phenomenal this game. 2 assists. It only lists him as 1 in FootMob, but definitely he's got 2. You know, I don't know why they didn't list his second one to Kamara. And he's also, you know, he's been phenomenal in gameplay, been in the middle of the park as well. And support FC Goa. I mean, you know, I'll give my support to FC Goa, not in this match though, but, you know, my team's Al Nassr. My team's Al Nassr for the last 5+ years. I'm not going to change now, but definitely I'll give my support to FC Goa in the future endowments. You know, I hope they qualify because I'd love to see them have a rematch in the knockout stages with Ronaldo present, because he should be present in the knockout stages of this tournament. But yeah, you know, good luck to them outside of this match. Garib. If you ever want me to watch one of their matches too, guys, just please let me know, or any matches for any teams. I'll be happy to look at them. Yeah, Felix gives a cross that is just going to be saved up by Tiwari. It's actually deflected away. He doesn't actually, in the end, catch it. I thought he did. Wesley back to Bashal. Gives a lobbed ball. There's a header by Sultan. That is straight out. Unlucky there. Sultan almost scores that one. That would have been the 3rd and knockout goal there, but unlucky we didn't get that. Remember how you used to be obsessed with the little crown thing? Well, you're no longer obsessed. You know, that's growth, Vasco. Character growth has just occurred with you. You know, you got that character growth. You've matured into a, you know, a full scale, just, I don't know, you like got that strength, mental fortitude. Tiwari is going to take the goal kick. Here we go. And W's Dynamites, welcome to stream. Hope you're doing good. Here we go. Let's see how far he sends us down. Tiwari sends it long. You also stop rage baiting. I mean, W's. You're the one that said Alt F4 all the time. I remember that exactly. That's why I remember you as well, mainly. You said to me, try Alt F4. I'm never trying that in my life. I'm not stupid. Ayman. Now over to Garib. And now going to be Garib to Wesley. Now to Ayman. Now to Kaibari. Al-Amri. 8 minutes left of regular time plus some additional. Sultan. Back to Al-Amri. I need to start getting shirts of all the teams I watch as well, so I can put all the shirts in the background. Did I ever finish the weird route? I didn't. I mean, it's technically finished. There's no difference. I was told by some of the other Deltarune supporters that when I finished it on the stream there, even though we didn't complete it, all the stuff is the same afterwards. So yeah, I mean, I'm fine to continue it in chapter 5 when we get that, and chapter 6 when we get those. But yeah, I'm not going to complete it until then, I think, because it's only about 10 minutes more of gameplay, 20 minutes more, and, you know, there's no point really making a stream for that short amount of time. Ayman fouled. It's going to be a free kick here for Al Nassr. Yeah, Simikan just initially winning the ball. Ayman goes in for the tackle, I think. And, yeah, then there's a little bit of a challenge on him where he gets kicked in the body. Yeah, he's kicked in the body. Oh, he's actually gets studs into his groin. That must have hurt, man. Wow, that must have hurt. He's for some reason holding his back. Nothing hit your back, man. That hit your groin. Jeez. That really must hurt there. Yeah, he's holding his groin now. Why are we showing the cameras on him, by the way? Like, do we have to really see him, you know, when he's injured like that? Yeah, yeah, good, finally. They've turned the cameras away from the player who's holding their groin where they've been injured to the crowd. Thank you. So we don't have to see Ayman in pain like this. Well, Jesus, I think it's time to bring Coman on. I don't know about you, but I really think that Coman should be coming on. Borja was the one to commit the foul as well. I don't think it is a foul, maybe. I don't know what the referee's going to give here. I don't really think it was. He was clearing the ball away. FC Goa manager does not look too happy about the stoppage here, but again, you know, it's part of, he did get injured there. Definitely an injury, no doubt about it. And this is going to be now still showing the crowd. They're still waiting for this injury. A lot of Al Nassr shirts in there too. Love to see the new shirts as well, like these new shirts, W's. It's going to be a drop ball, I think, for FC Goa. Yeah, it's a drop ball. Or is it a drop ball for Al Nassr? FC Goa or Al Nassr? I don't know who gets the drop ball here. Why they are not scoring? I don't know why we're not scoring still, Cristiano. We're kind of playing bad, actually, without you. Our attack needs leadership. Kaibari. Al Omri. That's something that people don't recognize as well. Just because if Ronaldo doesn't score in a game doesn't mean he's playing bad. His leadership on the field is a main characteristic of what I like about him. He really does define the players in the attack. He shows them where to position. He tells them good positions, you know. He does it in the Portugal national team as well. I think he is such a key, important player in that attack to really just, you know, command the front. Inigo Martinez commands the back. Ronaldo commands the front. And then we just need a commanding midfielder. I think Brozovic is kind of like that, but I mean, we need someone a little bit more with a defined quality of commanding that midfield. Brozovic, I think, is a bit more of a silent midfielder. You know, if you watch Croatia, you know that Modric is that commanding midfielder, and then Brozovic is just playing alongside him. And then also, you know, like Inter, when Brozovic was there, he wasn't the commanding midfielder. Çalhanoğlu was the commanding midfielder, and Brozovic, again, were playing alongside him. Yeah, Al Nassr does need Ronaldo in that attack just to lead it, you know. They should have bought Brozovic. Yeah, I think Brozovic should have actually been brought for this game. He hasn't actually played in it. Did Brozovic play in the last game against Fatah? I don't think he did. Oh, he got injured. That's why. That's why they didn't bring him. I think it's because he's injured, maybe. You kind of stop no-hitting and you start 100% in games. Back then, you didn't fully complete games. You were as obsessed with no-hitting. I mean, you know, it's much more enjoyable if you 100% a game, you know, Vasco, because you get the full... You know, the completionist, you know, you got that achievement of saying, I did everything in this game, you know. Kaibari, now to Simikan. What happened to Coman? I don't know. Coman's not coming on, though, and I think Jorge Jesus just doesn't want to sub him on for some weird reason. This is going to be now Mane, just holding the ball up. It's now with Ayman. Mane again. Through ball there to João Felix. Good back heel by João Felix. Cross by Sultan. What the heck was that? That was atrocious. And Tuari does punch that away. It's going to be held up by Ayman again. Back to Nawaf Bouchal. Losing the ball. This is a good run for Goa. They could actually score here. Suddenly we're all into overgear. And Bouchal with W defense. I don't know what Simikan was doing there. Giving away a corner. What are you doing? Bento was running out for that Simikan. You absolute mophead. Dummy. What an absolute dummy. Why was he running out to clear? That was stupid. Bento had that covered to grab that. You know, even though the cross was going in towards the running player centrally, that was covered by Bento. I can't believe we're not scoring as well. I actually can't believe it. Well done to... all I can say is well done to GOA. They've actually put up a real good fight against us, preventing us from getting a, you know, a solid win here. You know, something that most SPL teams can't really do. Though we are playing, you know, a weaker team, but still... And you're back, Asiri. Welcome back. And that is going to be a punch away by Bento. Now you understand Al Nassr without Ronaldo is like Castle without Ruler. Yeah, it's basically like, you know, when you don't have the captain on team, I think it's the same for most teams as well. When you don't have, like, the captain figure, you just have this lack of just joint on the field. It's kind of like you see with AC Milan, right? Without Modric, those guys were washed last season, man. And this season now... Like, they've got basically just Modric. That's all they bought. They bought a couple of other players, but they bought Modric. Their only real main signing, and they're top of the table. You need these commanding OG players to, you know, lead the teams. It's going to be another corner by Goa, and that was almost an Olympiaco. I don't know why he's trying to score an Olympiaco in a game where it's 2-1. Now, there's something that has never changed about you. It's that you still believe CDF is a fraud. Okay, wow. You know, you'll be surprised to hear, Vasco, that CDF is actually now a Titanium T-Rex member, you know, the highest membership tier, you know, which technically makes him not a fraud because, you know, highest membership tier. Bushal trying to pressure the ball, loses it straight away. It's going to be now with Goa again. Bushal, nice tackle. You don't accept this 2-1 victory. I mean, I take it just because it's the top of the table. It doesn't matter if we even draw because we've still qualified. Literally, we can't not qualify. But I do think that this is an unacceptable win in terms of our quality that we possess. I don't know why. Yeah, this is not how Al Nassr plays. This is not how we played in the previous games. Our away form, away from our, you know, Saudi League, has been atrocious. Yeah, Felix, good through ball. Trying to find Garib there. Mane running out to it, and Tuwari is going to just grab that nice and easy. Anyway, going to disappear again for 2 months. No problem, Vasco. See you later. And have a nice... break job, I guess. You're expecting a 7-0. I mean, you know, fair enough. I was expecting 5-1. I did expect them to score Goa at the start of this game. But yeah, 5-1. We in the end got 2-1. Possibly maybe a third goal. I don't know. But yeah, there's 6 minutes additional time here as well. 6 minutes additional time. El Amri. Can't just bring Coleman on for 6 minutes, man. It's not that hard. Sultan back to Kaibari. We're playing 4 at the back too as well. So it's actually insane we're defending. I cannot believe that we're playing defensively. Mane skills past 1. Just trying to find some play to get forward. He passes it over to Wesley instead. Wesley somehow still in the field, by the way. I still don't know how that guy's on the field. Bushal now over to Kaibari. I think Yao is underperforming without Ronaldo. Yeah, I think as well that Yao Felix has just been on for like 10 minutes, so he hasn't really got time. He's not really settled into the game yet. That's going to be definitely a free kick here for Al Nassr. Sangwan does do a tremendous foul right there. All right, going to meet back when Chapter 5 releases. Hope you still remember you until then. Yes, hopefully, Vasco, I will. You know, I don't forget people. I don't forget people. Unless you know, came onto the stream one time and you said, hi, do you remember me? And I was like, no. Because, you know, you've been on the stream like once and said hi and then left or something. And Jin Gunn is just talking with the referee here, saying it's not a foul. I mean, it definitely is a foul. I don't know what you're talking about here. Red card coming out. Okay, Kapovi's got a red card. Wow. Wow, red card coming out for one of the Goa players. See you later. Bye-bye. Expecting 5-1. Yeah, I know. I was expecting 5-1 as well, Siri. Yeah, that's a red card coming out for someone. Kapovi's got it. He's still trying to stand in the wall. Get off the field, man. You've got a red card, please. I mean, fair enough you got a red card. Fair enough. You're still on the field. Get off. You're done. No arguing with the ref. Go off now. You're finished. The ref's not checking VAR. What was the red for? I don't even know what the red was for. He just got one. Ref just gave him a red card. It was a direct red as well, so it's probably something he did during the wall or something. They haven't actually showed a replay or anything of this, so again, not too sure. Not too sure. It's kind of weird. They're not showing a replay at all. He's got a red card, Kabobi, there, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt what actually happened. Garib, he's going to take the free kick. Here we go. He's going to send this into a cross. Cross going in. Simikin on target. Just off. No. Simikin, bro. Oh. 4 minutes left, and we still haven't got a third goal. What the heck, man? Simikin close to actually getting that third one. Unlucky there. I think we're getting unlucky on some of these chances, though, I gotta say. Some of these should be going in. They're not. Here we go. It's going to be Tuari just sending the ball straight out. He didn't even try and kick that towards a player. He literally just kicked the ball straight out. What the heck was that goal kick? That was the most atrocious goal kick I've ever seen in my entire life. Sultan. Now straight back to Al-Amri. Now to Sultan again. Back to Al-Amri. And Al-Amri is going to hold up the ball, passing to Simikin. And Simikin's just going to hold it up again. This is, I'm disappointed in this performance, man. I'm actually really disappointed. We should have got 3 minimum, not this. Well done, Goa. Well done. Really have just done a nice performance here. Asiri, do I remember you? You don't have to ask that if you've literally been in the chat like 2 seconds ago, Asiri, you know. Of course, I don't have that bad of a dementia. Wesley trying to find a through ball there to Yao Felix. Yao Felix then passes it through, and that is going to be a foul free kick for FC Goa. Foul in the box by Wesley. Why is this guy? Get Wesley off the field. We are losing. We're not losing. We are not doing good because Wesley's one of our attackers. I don't get when the coach doesn't understand this. This is one thing I don't like about Jorge Jesus. The fact that Wesley is still playing. I know it's an AFC 2 match. I know he's probably demanding for game time. Get off the field, man. You're not good. When's the Real Madrid versus Juventus match? That is at 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. for that match. Bro, Wesley, jeez. Man, that guy is not good. Yellow card for him as well. Okay, Sultan. Kaibari. Now back into Simikin. And Simikin's going to hold this up. Try and play it over to Kaibari. Now over to Al-Amri. Just playing at the back here now. So they don't really want to risk a breakaway chance because, you know, if we concede here, it's, you know, absolute fumbulence. Sultan passing through to Yao Felix. That was a good through pass. Now back to Sultan. All the way back to Al-Amri. Yeah, we're kind of just time wasting a little bit here. 1 minute additional time remaining. Yao Felix. If Yao scores here, that would be phenomenal. Good Trivella pass by Yao. Straight over to Bushal. It's now going to be with Wesley. And he just completely loses the ball. That was atrocious from Wesley. And Simikin straight back to Bento. 10 seconds left. Sorry, 30 seconds left, should I say. Not 10 seconds. Why did I say that? Yeah, 30 seconds. Simikin. It should end 96th minute. And now this is going to be back to Bento. Bento to Al-Amri. I should have an additional time text box above the minutes there. I think that will be much more helpful in the future. Okay, and that's going to be now a throw-in for Goa. 10 seconds. And full time. Referee blew it early. Okay, he blew it like 10 seconds early. Full time. Wow, I cannot believe we got 2-1 there. That is actually insane that we managed to not get, you know, more than 2 goals. We actually conceded as well. You know, we're not conceding against SPL teams, but we're conceding against FC Goa. Now, big ups to Goa fans. Big ups to the support in the stands for Al Nassr. Well done to the Goa team. They did phenomenal. I don't know how they got a red card as well. I'm still unsure about that. Well done to Goa. Poor performance from Al Nassr. I expected way more. That was not great. Yeah. That's all I've got to say about this game, really. I mean, even if we have a look at the possession, we had 81% ball possession, 18 shots, 4 on target, 1 big chance missed. Goa had 2 shots on target, 1 goal, which is insane. They had literally 2 shots, and they got a goal out of 1 of them. So they've got a 50% conversion rate. We had 615 passes, 91% accuracy. They had 108 passes, 68% accuracy. 4 fouls committed by us, 8 corners. They had 5 fouls committed in 3 corners. So we're better in actually every stat. It's just the fact that Goa somehow managed to convert one of their 2 shots that they had, which is phenomenal on them. Well done. Great player of the match. I agree. thank you so much, guys. We'll be streaming Real Madrid later at 10 p.m. I got to go to my training now. I appreciate you all. Vamos Nassr. We'll see you guys on, I think it's Saturday for a game for Al Nassr. I'll tell you when the next game is actually. So the next game for Al Nassr will be on 9 p.m. Saturday, October 25th, Saudi time. I don't know what time it will be for you guys. We also have the El Clasico the following day on the Sunday, which is an absolute W. So we'll be watching those two games. Real Madrid versus Juventus tonight. Make sure to like and subscribe for that. Appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. W's in the chat. Let's go. Soo! And also 2 more memberships needed to get an exclusive Real Madrid emoji that I can add into the memberships. So yeah, and if you want these other Al Nassr emojis and stuff, consider joining. It's up to you. It's only like $1. But yeah, W's in the chat. Let's go, guys. So, and where's Lil Bro? Dynamite's actually can't appear on the stream by himself anymore. That is a rule that I just discovered. And I discovered it the hard way because some stuff happened. But yeah, he will appear on the streams with me for the El Clasico and the Halal versus Nassr stream. He'll appear on that. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. W's in the chat. Let's go.